Hi everybody, this is TJ with netpicks.com. Not too long ago, I thought I discovered a good trade idea, and before giving it a thorough test, I entered the market with real money, only to learn that the idea was just a flash in the pan and wasn't going to work. I could have avoided that problem if I just would have used my very own tool, a piece of software that I've been using for a long time. If I would have used that, I could have analyzed my idea and learned in advance that the idea was not a good one, and I could have saved myself a lot of money. Stick around to the end of this video, and I'm going to give you this piece of software for free. But first, let me tell you another story that happened. This is a story of an even bigger mistake that luckily I didn't make. And the reason why I didn't make it was because I learned my lesson from the prior mistake. If you can take a mistake and learn from it, even if it's costly, it could end up being profitable. And that's exactly what happened for me. I want to explain and share with you my story. Back in 2009, I was developing a new trade system. I had been hosting a live trade room for nearly a year and a half. One of my favorite markets, and a market that we had been trading, was the Russell E-mini. And I had been testing this new trade plan. As soon as I went live, lo and behold, just like before, it was really rough. The system was losing. We were getting losing session after losing session, and it didn't look good. I could have discovered this in advance and saved myself a lot of grief. This, however, is a story that kind of explains the opposite situation. It's because of all the back testing and the work that I put in, what I call the foundational work, using this specific tool that I'm going to give you at the end of this video. It gave me the vision and the insight to not throw the baby out with the bathwater and actually stay with the plan. Anyway, after a lot of testing, I decided that we were going to go live with it in April of 2010. I made it very clear in my trade room that we were just going to test it and that everybody should practice. This was going to be practice trading. A lot of traders didn't heed my advice. They didn't learn the lesson that I had learned prior, to make sure you fully understand the system, the long-term results before risking real money. So some traders decided to start trading right away. Let me kind of share with you what happened those first 2 weeks. At first it started really well. I mean, we had two really strong winning sessions, 7 points, 7 points. By the way, this is a look at the software that I want to give to you for free. It's called the Ultimate Trade Analyzer, and it is indispensable. I will never enter another live trade without doing the necessary preliminary work in the UTA. See, what happened was, when we went live, we started getting some tough losses. We still ended up positive that first week, but then all of a sudden things really started to come undone, and it was hard to get traction. It seemed like what appeared to be a really great system was really going to fall apart in real time, and we experienced some pretty tough losses those first couple weeks. Those that practiced continued to practice. Those that traded live without having the vision and the information that I had, they ended up quitting after the first 2 weeks. Now, if I didn't do preliminary work the prior year on this very system, I might have quit also. This is the biggest mistake that I did not make. You see, I had my record from 2009. Notice the date over here, back all the way beginning at the end of September, leading up to the end of the year. I had done some serious work with the UTA on this very same trade plan. You see, what I had learned is that despite some tough sessions, the system bounced back really quickly, and it ended up producing an equity curve that looks like this. So yeah, there was some bumpy roads, there were some losing trades in here, but it kept recovering and kept climbing. This was just from my backtest result. But this gave me the confidence and the vision to realize that despite some losing trades, the system was resilient enough to bounce back and continue posting winning trades. Moreover, I was able to review my win-loss column and see the trades for myself, and I could see my session results and my weekly results were very strong. Despite losing trades, there was some immense winners. So when I went live for the first time, even though they were practice trades, I continued to use my UTA tool and post the trades. And so when I got an equity curve that looked like this, I didn't lose hope. I was able to put it in context, and I kept at it. I did not throw the baby out with the bathwater. I knew that I had something that still had the potential to being something really great. So I continued. And with each passing day, I continued to post my trades into my UTA spreadsheet. It only took me a little while each day, and I just kept at it. And all of a sudden, things started to work out really well. We had some tough sessions, but it began to work out. And by the end of the year, we were able to reproduce that equity curve that I showed you before in a live trade room. These first few trades right in here, these first few weeks, is that equity curve I just showed you. A lot of traders traders quit. They didn't listen to my advice. They began trading live, making the same mistake that I made, only in this case, the irony is that they quit because they didn't realize the potential of the system. They didn't give it enough time to learn that we were just having a minor setback. Because as soon as a lot of traders quit, we went on this huge run all the way up to the end of the year, over 500 points. So how are we doing in 2011? Well, here's a new look at our current equity curve up until yesterday, the end of yesterday's trading, August 11th, 2011. This part of the equity curve here is what I showed you at the right side, the end of the last curve. This is showing you from the beginning of the year all the way up through August, and you can see that after a little bit of difficulty, another break up and a huge run up in equity yet again, up over 300 points again this year alone. But if I didn't know any better, I might have been quitting when things got tough for a couple months, for about a month and a half, several weeks, and a lot of people quit again, and that was a big mistake. Here you can see the last couple sessions. And it's really easy to enter trades into the data log. All you do is type in the date, select the session. You can label the trades any way you want, which helps you get further analysis. You put the time of the trade. If you're buying, you enter your long trade here. When you're exiting, you enter it here. And then you could label the trade and get statistics on a variety of trade types, whether it's a with the trend trade, against the trend, some sort of breakout, a re-entry. You can get very unique statistics on different trade types. It's really great. Of course, you enter your short trades on these columns. And that's all there is to it. So it only takes a little bit of time each day. Everyone knows how important it is to journal and to keep a record so that you can learn from your mistakes, learn from your successes. But with the UTA, you can do this kind of work, and it's going to open up a whole new world. There's no better lesson to be learned. I track all my trades using the UTA now. I learned my lesson well. Here you can see wheat futures. Here's a Euro USD 5-minute chart, and even stock and options traders. This is an SLV ETF, a silver ETF. I'm tracking a 4-position approach, and you can see by the equity curve I'm pretty happy with it. The UTA is super simple. Best of all, it costs you nothing. I'm going to give it to you for free. All you have to do is click the link below, type in your email, and I'm going to send it right away. Or you can just type in the URL you see right now, www.netpicks.com/free-analyzer, and I'll send it right over to you. No strings attached. In fact, I'll even send you complete video tutorials that'll show you how to use it. All I ask is that you open it up and give it a try, and hopefully it will help you with your own trading as it helped me. Have a great day, everybody. See you on the next video.